What's good, family? It's your boy Old Soul J, and I'm back with another video. When you're building something from the ground up, we hear these terms, these analogies, these sayings throughout life. We've all heard it before. Your mama's heard it before. Your grandmama's heard it before. Your daddy, your granddaddy, your uncles, your sisters, your cousins, your nieces. We've all heard these sayings throughout our entire lives because they are timeless. When somebody says they're building something from the ground up, they don't always literally mean that they're literally building something like a house or a building or something. But let's talk about why that's even the analogy that people use. When you're building a building, what is the first thing that you are building? What is the first thing that is being put together? The foundation. You have to build the foundation first before you're able to build the entire project, before you're able to complete the entire project, before you're able to build the entire structure, before you're able to get to the part of the structure that it's going to be used for, the main purpose of it. When you're building a house, you don't build the rooms and the bathroom and the kitchen before you build the foundation. But the whole reason you build the house is so you can have shelter. You can have the room and the bathroom and the kitchen. But you have to build something that's able to hold that up first. This is exactly why they say building things from the ground up. Because before you're able to get to the true value of what you're trying to accomplish, it's going to cost you. And that is why the title of this video is Cost versus Value. This has been a very, 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 very important thing to me. A very crucial factor that you must consider in life is that everything, every action, every decision has a cost and it has a value. Now, generally, you want the value high, of course. You want to do something, you want to make a decision that results in a high value, that gives high value. The effect is high value. You have to measure it out, the cost and the value. You don't want to do something, you don't want to make a decision that costs you too much. Is the bang worth the buck? Now, when we're building something from the ground up, the cost, time, energy, effort, at first, it doesn't seem like you're getting much value out of it. Now, the things that are worth, the things that are worth it, the things that are truly everlasting, the things that have the highest value, you have to put in a lot of cost at first. You have to start from the mud. You have to get it out the mud. And at first, when it's in the mud, it's going to cost you a lot more until you get to the point where the cost starts to lessen. At first, this is the cost. Well, we're talking about things that are super valuable, very hard to attain, but worth it. The cost starts here because you have to build the foundation. The value is here. But the more you build the foundation, the more you get to the good parts. The more you are building and moving closer and closer to that goal. And now this is the value. And you're getting gooder at it now. You're getting used to it. It's getting easier. You're getting all the hard work out the way. You put in the time. You've mastered. You've reached higher levels. So now the cost, you've already paid. So the cost is becoming very low. You're not going to have to pay much. But guess what? You made an investment. So now the value, and we're not talking money here. I mean, I think that's obvious at this point if you're following. But time is money. Effort is money. Energy is money. It's all currency. It's all a currency. So now that the cost is down here, the value is up here. And that's what makes it worth it. So you have to be very mindful. Every single time I make a decision, I ask myself, what is the cost of this decision I'm going to make, this action I'm going to take? What is the cost of it? And how valuable is it to my benefit and to my life? What value will I get out of this? Now, some things are more long term. Some things you have to invest a lot of cost to get a lot of value back. Some things, the cost and the value are flat, is a flat rate. You get it front and center. You get it right away. Those things you want the cost, you want the value high. Sometimes if the cost is high, it's okay as long as the value is higher. In most cases, when it comes to something worth having, because anything worth having doesn't come easy. Another term, another saying that you've all heard before. Anything that's worth having doesn't come easy. The cost, like I said earlier in the video, the cost is gonna be a lot more at first. But you have to be intelligent enough to understand where you're trying to go, what you gotta do to get there, and how you're gonna get there. Where are you going, how you're gonna get there, and what you're gonna do to get there. And then pinpoint, identify what is the cost of what I'm gonna do to get there and how I'm gonna get there, and the value of what I'm trying to get to. Think about that in day to day, because all day we're making decisions all day, and a lot of our decisions affect us later down the line in the future. Your decisions today affect the person you are, or the situation or your circumstances tomorrow. And not literally tomorrow, I just mean in the future, later down the line. So be honest with yourself, and sometimes you got to make that hard choice, but deep down in your heart, you know what's the best decision to make. The challenge is just taking that action, because a lot of times we have urges to do otherwise, or a lot of times we just don't feel like doing the necessary, and I don't want to say work, because when you hear work, you think it's something that you don't enjoy doing. Not necessarily work. You have to take the necessary actions. Sometimes you don't feel like taking those necessary actions. But if you don't get serious about your life, ain't nobody else going to. And don't nobody feel sorry for you either. A lot of us have the problem of sticking to the project that we started. A lot of us start building that foundation that we started. And before we get to the good part, before we get to the living room and the bedroom and the bathroom and the kitchen, before we build the entire house of success, we stop at the foundation. We stop at building the steps to the porch, and we don't even get to the front door. And then you start building another house. Then you go start building another house. And then you go start building another house. What the hell are you going to have after that? You're going to have a bunch of foundations everywhere with nothing to hold. These foundations are holding up nothing because you didn't finish the project. You didn't get the fruits of your labor. You didn't let the seeds that you planted, you didn't let them grow. You planted a bunch of seeds and then you stopped watering them. The cost is planting the seed and watering the seed and nurturing the plant, nurturing the tree before it grows. The fruits of your labor, really think about what I'm saying. Your labor was to plant the tree, to nurture the tree. How you walk away before the tree has grown and started to give you the fruits, before the apple tree has started to grow apples. You planting a bunch of apple trees and you're not nurturing, you're not sticking to it, you're not staying the course until the tree is able to give back to you. You're giving life and now you're not getting nothing in return. The cost was planting the tree and nurturing it. The value was the nutrients that it's going to give back to you. But instead of sticking the course, you put all that cost. And you got no value in return. That's all I gotta say for today, y'all. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. I love you.